Jeremy Paxman took part in a ballet class for Parkinson's sufferers in an exclusive clip from his new ITV documentary Paxman, Putting Up with Parkinson's. The broadcaster, 72, was diagnosed with the disease last year, and will discuss it for the first time on film in the documentary. The clip shows him visiting the English National Ballet, where he gamely tries to follow along to the complicated choreography. He comments that it is very difficult to Paul Mayhew Archer, a co-writer on the popular comedy Vicar of Dibley. Paul replies, "Because we're thinking so hard about what we're doing, I forget I have Parkinson's. And that's fantastic." In another exclusive clip, he meets with Joy Milne, who claims to have the extraordinary ability to smell Parkinson's and even pre-diagnose people with the condition. She tells Jeremy that he has the Parkinson's smell and that he is at a high 2 out of 4, to Jeremy's amusement. It comes after Jeremy declared he's prepared to try cannabis in a bid to fight his Parkinson's. In the doc, he also meets Sharon Osbourne, whose husband Ozzy also suffers from the neurological condition. She discusses how the Black Sabbath star, also 73, uses cannabidiol, known as CBD, because, like Jeremy, he experiences unsettling dreams as a result of Parkinson's, before joking that she will sneak the substance through customs from the U.S. According to The Sun, she tells Jeremy, Ozzy was always on something, he always loved to dabble with the old drugs. But now he takes this stuff at night. What's this stuff that everybody smokes? Marijuana. It is something from that, cannabidiol. I'll bring some over for you, you'll love it. I'll bring it back for you, Jeremy. You'll probably get arrested coming through customs, but that's nothing new. The former Newsnight presenter jumps at the opportunity, declaring that he's on for it, with Sharon insisting he must try physiotherapy to get his AE in gear. Jeremy announced last May that he had been diagnosed with the degenerative condition. But the University Challenge host then said remembering that many of his predecessors were dead by his age makes him feel as though he has been let off by getting the illness. Parkinson's, which affects 1 in 500 people, causes the brain to become damaged over the years. As a result, the former Newsnight host has since reflected on how he has been putting his conservative wet Tory politics down to going gaga for years. Writing in Saga magazine, he said, "When I was an irritating young gob on a stick, I used to argue that conservatism was brought about by loss of brain cells. For years now I have happily stood up at public events and declared that the reason I nowadays confess to being a wet Tory is entirely the consequence of going gaga. The moment when you can't recall your bank card PIN is the reminder that everything comes at a price. I have been annoyed enough by Microsoft while putting down these paltry thoughts that I confess to pining for the days of typewriters when mistakes were mechanical rather than existential. Why do you persist in doing this to me? Is my repeated cry. The screen always remains annoyingly indifferent. How marvelous it would be, just once, if it replied by asking what I really wanted it to do. But then I recall that by my age, most of my ancestors, a long line of illiterate peasants on both sides, were dead. I've been let off lightly with Parkinson's." Jeremy has previously said that his symptoms are mild. He said back in May, "I can confirm I have recently been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. I am receiving excellent treatment and my symptoms are currently mild." I plan to continue broadcasting and writing for as long as they'll have me, and have written about my diagnosis in more detail for the June issue of the Marvelous Saga magazine. I will not be making any further comment. The presenter was seen out in Manchester last year using a walking stick after breaking his ribs in a horrifying fall during a dog walk. Born in Leeds, he started his career in 1972 on the BBC's graduate trainee programme, working in local radio and reporting on the Troubles in Belfast. Shortly after moving to London in 1977, he transferred from Tonight to Panorama, before stints on the 6 o'clock news and BBC One's Breakfast Time. He became a presenter of Newsnight in 1989, a position he would hold until June 2014, during which time he interviewed high-profile figures from politics and culture. After 25 years in the job, Jeremy presented a programme including an interview with then London Mayor Boris Johnson, while they both rode a tandem bicycle. Jeremy has also presented University Challenge since 1994, making him the longest-serving current quizmaster on UK TV. Last month the presenter looked frail as he used a walking stick in Manchester, just weeks after breaking his ribs in a horrifying fall during a dog walk. He leaned on the walking aid as he was escorted into the TV studios by a coworker, after revealing he has suffered a nasty tumble when his dog Derek got startled by a squirrel and pulled on his lead. He held onto a detective novel, The Searcher, by Tana French as he headed to work at University Challenge. Paxman, Putting Up with Parkinson's airs on ITV at 9 p.m. on Tuesday.